brothers. Whee!
Snooping as usual, I see.
Hey guys, it's me, SMNG, and today we're going to be talking about blowovers, because this weekend during Speed Weeks, we saw 2 within the course of the same weekend. For those of you who don't know what a blowover is, it's basically when a car spins around, and then the air just takes it, and then flips it over, or just makes it go up in the air. Blowovers have happened throughout the history of NASCAR. NASCAR never used to really do very much. Then, when Mark Martin had a near flip, did a kind of a blowover, NASCAR decided to change things. They added these things called roof flaps, which were supposed to open up when the car would spin around, and make the car sit back on the ground. And sometimes they worked. The only flaw with them is that they were designed for the big tracks like Daytona and Talladega. I mean, hell, even some of the smaller tracks saw it, like Chad Boat in the 2012 ARCA race at Kansas. Then again, that's not very surprising because, I mean, it's ARCA. Blowovers are very frequent with the Gen 4 car because of its just overall shape. Half the time, anytime these cars would get turned around, they would always go up and over. NASCAR would then make their brand new car in 2007, the car tomorrow. These things looked ugly as hell, and they were huge and bulky. They're a lot heavier, but there was just one flaw with the car tomorrow. Look at that. That is a rear wing. Instead of a spoiler, they decided to use a wing. And as you can tell from this camera angle, look at how the wing curves up when it faces backwards. I bet you can figure out what happens next. Now it was becoming prominent that when the cars would spin around, the wing would catch the air and always cause the car to go up in the air and sometimes over. However, the final straw would be made at Atlanta when Brad Keselowski would blow over into the catch fence. We were coming to the point where not even the roof flaps could do anything against the rear wing. And I mean, come on, it was Atlanta of all places to blow over at. There are faster racetracks out there than Atlanta. I know Atlanta's fast, but damn, it's not that fast. The last race to have the rear wing on the race cars would be at Bristol. But then at Martinsville, the rear spoiler would come back on the race car, and blowovers were less likely to happen. However, that did not stop blowovers from happening. The last blowover and flip of the COT era would end up being Tony Stewart at Talladega, and of course, it was a blowover. After 2012, NASCAR would debut the Gen 6 car, the race for the 2013 season. And blowovers really didn't happen all that much. However, the first blowover would end up being Clint Bowyer at 2014 at Daytona in the Budweiser Duel. I think one thing that we should know is that the Generation 6 car would never actually blow over on its own. The only time it would blow over is if somebody would hit them and cause them to go up in the air. But SMNG, what about Matt Kenseth for 2016 and Larson in 2019? Yes, I hear you, but they actually got hit as well. Let me dissect this, for you. In 2016, yes, Matt Kenseth's car did go up in the air all by itself. but Danica Patrick in the 10 car got into Kansas right front, which caused Kansas right front to catch air and caused him to blow over. So technically, he was hit. And then same with Larson's flip. When Byron spun around, Larson hit Byron, but then Jeffrey Earnhardt would hit Larson. And then, it doesn't help that the pavement on the inside at Talladega's infield is so uneven. The last blowover to be seen in the Generation 6 era would be Joey Logano's flip at Talladega, as Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would end up hitting him, causing him to go up in the air. They would change the package for the next few Super Speedway races, and with the big one happening at the end of the Coke 0400, Kevin Harvick, if it was the older package and Kurt Busch would have hit him, he definitely would have blown over into the air, but everything worked out like it was supposed to. Then the next gen car was released for 2022, but it already started off with a banger, a blowover, with Harrison Burton getting flipped over, and he never even really got hit that hard. He was not even going that fast and he already blew over. I swear, these next-gen cars are just Indy cars with a body on them. That's all it is. Now, yes, the Xfinity Series also sees blowovers, and same with the Truck Series, like my Snyder's flip on Saturday night. But when is NASCAR gonna finally realize that we can't stop these cars from blowing over as much as we try? No matter how many roof flaps we add to the cars, no matter how many aero packages we go through, we're never gonna stop these cars from blowing over. I mean, every form of motorsports has blowovers. IndyCar, F1, and even GT cars. And now I'm gonna talk to you about why we can't stop them. Okay, so say that this 5 car spun around in front of the 9 car. The air going in the opposite direction of the 9 car, working with the 5 car, is going to get underneath the 5 car, and it's going to attempt to lift it up, but it's not going to fully be successful. We can fix that. I mean, we've already seen it. We can't have a blowover unless somebody hits them. But then there's the problem. If somebody hits them, the wind from the 9 car that's going with the 9 car is going to be facing the wind that's going from the 5 car. And then when they make contact, it's going to break the air, and it's going to cause that 5 car to go up in the air. And then that wind that's trying to get underneath the 5 car is going to have no choice but to go right up the undercarriage of the 5 car. It's not going to go around, it's not going to go underneath, it's going to go right where that 5 car goes. And that's what causes it to go up in the air. When is NASCAR going to finally realize that we can't stop this from happening? But you know what? You can't lie to me. Blowovers are very damn exciting whenever you do see one, even though they can be scary at times. That's my take on blowovers. That's going to do it for me. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see all of you in the next video.